I was looking at the reviews today for a certain game that just came out. That game is called Animal Well. Just came out. Donkey's publisher. Did very well, 9 out of 10. But one article caught my eye on GameSpot.com. Every game in the Video Game Hall of Fame. What? There's a Video Game Hall of Fame? Who judges that? Who decides what's in the Hall of Fame? And is it actually good? I'll be the judge of that. We're going to look at every game in the Video Game of Hall of Fame, and we're going to rank it. And I'm going to be honest. And if I see Half-Life on here, it's going into C. How long is this? I don't know what's in here. Oh, my God. Wait. We're going to be fast. We're going to be fast. Okay. I'll put them all on as we do it. Okay. Every game in the Game Hall of Fame. Tetris? Greatest game ever made. There will be a couple in this tier, but Tetris is, like, genuinely one of the best games ever made. Nobody could argue with that. Every once in a while, I get stuck back into Tetris. It is unbelievable how good of a game it is. If you don't like Tetris, you don't get it. You're dumb, learn to T-spin. Actually, don't. I don't T-spin. Learn to line block. It's great. Doom, good for its time. Have you ever tried to play Doom now? That shit is annoying. Your camera guy's going like this with the hand, and you don't know where to go, and you gotta find the keys. It's good for its time. It's revolutionary. It's not nice anymore. These games are just are influential. Like, obviously, making the first 3D shooter was a big deal, but it just kind of plays like shit, and it's dizzying. Like, why would you ever play Doom instead of Call of Duty? You know what I mean? A lot of those kind of games around here, I think. Well, Pac-Man? Still fun. With a smiley face, as if to say, not great, but it's fun. You pop in a quarter, you run away from ghosts, you eat the pellets. It's a great way to kill, 45 seconds, maybe a minute if you're really good. Do these count the modern versions of the game? Nope, I'm playing the game in front of me. Pong? That was before we knew what a good game was. We didn't even know what video games were, and somebody just made tennis. And if it wasn't the first video game, we wouldn't like it. Then good for its time. I don't even think it was good for its time. It was just a video game. It was a new thing to do. It was before fun was invented. Yeah, it's not a good game. It wasn't then and it's not now. But it was the best they had because your only other alternatives were listening to the radio, watching fucking Lone Ranger, or playing Ball in a Cup. Like, what else are you supposed to do in the 70s? You know what I mean? Mario Bros? Greatest game ever made. I've heard people say that it's not that good anymore. I wholeheartedly disagree. That game controls like butter. I think it's fantastic. It's a very good game. World of Warcraft. This is not lower than dog shit. I straight up don't know. I don't play these games. Prefer not to speak. Makes it sound worse than it is. Like, I don't feel like I'm allowed to weigh in on this. I want to put it higher for its cultural impact. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to be scared. Outpaced now. Isn't that just good for its time? No. This game is still good and fun. It's just old. Doom was fun when you didn't have anything else to shoot or play. It's different. It's not the same. Zelda is good for its time. I don't know if it was ever good, because that shit is confusing and weird. You just get lost a lot, I think, right? I think it was good for its time. Doesn't mean that it's good, but it was like, I'll make this clear. It's all we had. Like, it's the only game like that you had, so it like changed things, but it's the only game you had. That's different from High Impact. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Not good, but necessary. There. I'm getting a little bit more inflammatory. Well, hold on just a minute. The Oregon Trail. You guys know this one. You guys were pretty good at this. School game. What is that doing there? I'm not playing cool math games. I'm not doing this. Math munchers? What is this? All Coney is doing is putting Nintendo games on top and PC games at the bottom. No, I put Zelda low. Dude, hold on. No, Sims is a big deal. Sims 1 changed the world. Still fun. It's different. It still bangs. It's not as expansive. It's not as big, but the game itself is great. That's different from Outpaced. Like, if you play GTA 3 now, you just want to be like, oh, why am I not playing 5? Why am I not playing San Andreas? If you play Sims 1, you're still like, damn, this is pretty good. Sims 2 is Sims, but more. It's better, but you could still play Sims 1 and have fun. How's Pac-Man not the same tier? Because Pac-Man is old and basic. It's not the same. Sonic 1? If you listen to the YouTubers, if you allow your mind to be shaped by these fucking influencers, they would tell you Sonic 1 is a terrible game. I am here to tell you, this game is still... You know what the problem here is? Sonic doesn't really have cultural impact. Like, from a game perspective. This is the bait line. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay, from like okay, how do I put this? He has cultural impact in terms of like Sega console wars being fun, but in terms of mechanically, it's a fast platformer. All Sonic did was inspire shit like Bubsy and Arrow the Acrobat and awful 16-bit platformers where you ran way too fast. It's a good game, but I wouldn't call it innovative. Very fun, but low cultural impact, and people are gonna flame me on Twitter about this. Very good, but zero cultural relevance. This is important. I think the cultural relevance is important when you talk about Hall of Fame games. Seriously. I'm telling you. Donkey Kong. Oh, this one's big. Listen, you guys are gonna say that I'm the Nintendo guy. I gotta tell you, Donkey Kong, still very fun. Probably not here. Probably okay to play now. Come on, dude. I love Donkey Kong. No way you think Donkey Kong is better than Doom? You know, when you put it that way, it's surprising. But no, I literally do. I think it's more fun, and it's more relevant culturally. Donkey Kong, like, took over arcades. And it gave us Donkey Kong. True. I think you're insane, but you have 10 years on me, so I'll give it up. Bro, there's nothing I hate more than Zoomers who played Ultra Kill that are like, oh my god, no, Doom should be higher. Like, okay, you played the new shit. You're playing boomer shooters, and you pretend like it was good back then. It wasn't. It inspired the revolution, right? It's like Wolfenstein or whatever, but Doom defined a genre. Yeah, and it was a bad genre. It's good now. Halo. I've never been a big Halo guy. Pretty good minor cultural impact? Like, I wouldn't say Halo changed the world. Online play. No, you're right. I forgot about online. Nope, you're right. Halo 1 doesn't have online. Never mind, you're wrong. This is Halo 1, by the way. Would rank higher if 2 because of online. Let me make that clear before I get flamed on Twitter. All Halo did was turn Xbox into a real system, and we see how that turned out. I'm talking about Halo 1 only. Don't think about the other games. Like, Halo 2 changed things, and it went online, and it had, you know, it has a TV show. Yeah, and have you heard anybody talk about it? That shit has novels. What influence does it have now? It's like Avatar. Like, Avatar was very popular, but who says it's their favorite movie? I think Halo is the Avatar of video games. That's just me. Ooh, this game sucks? Here. True? I think it's okay to play now. You guys probably weren't alive for when Pokemon came out. Dude, it was... You guys remember Pokemon Go? It was just that. But the whole world. It was unbelievable, dude. Literally any other mainline game is better. Yeah. Like, Red and Blue are aged very bad. But, like, it's not bad to play now, I would say. Oh, it is bad to play now. But it's okay. Yeah, Red and Blue were a huge deal. Red and Green? Wait, was it green in Japan? I did not know that. It was only blue in America? Does Japan not have the same, like, red-blue dichotomy that we do? They got 3. How come they get 3? Street Fighter 2? I was gonna say this is where I think the cultural relevance goes lower, but it launched a genre. I think it's still very fun. I still like Street Fighter 2. If you're not getting sweaty, and let's assume you're not getting sweaty. Let's just assume you're a normie. You're not getting sweaty with tick throws and bullshit and Sagat, okay? You're just playing for fun. It's a fun game. Every fighting game is Street Fighter 2 to some extent, yeah. And I think the character designs were huge. Like, making, like, the character designs as they were was awesome. I mean, bro, the only good JRPG. I think the way that this game did storytelling and the technical wizardry on display is unbelievable. Like, they had pre-rendered cutscenes where you could move around in them, and it just... I don't know, in 1997, it's crazy. Brought JRPGs to the West. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's so good. Ooh, this one's interesting. Culturally significant, not worth playing now. And this is about Madden 1. I'm going to put Doom up here. Ooh, here we go. All right, here's the thing. Never played these games, but even when I was a kid, I had a discerning eye. I think Tomb Raider is the progenitor to story-based stuff like Naughty Dog, obviously, like Uncharted, third-person, walkie games, but it's not good, and we didn't know better. I think it, like, started that kind of, like, third-person, immersive area, solve the puzzles, climb, like, but it's not good then, but it felt unique and distinct. Nobody's gonna go to bat for Tomb Raider 1, right? Dude, the remakes came out and nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit at all. Created a terrible genre, and it's a dog-ass game. I don't think the genre is bad. I just think we reached its conclusion. Huh. You know what? This sold PCs. That shit ain't a game. No, dude, this actually sold home computers. This shit got my mom into games. Yeah, man. It's a port of a real-life game. I don't care. It goes there. That's interesting. Put 3D pinball on this list. Seriously, dude. Dude, it's so funny. Old PC games were so awful, but they were so scary. I had Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland on my Acer PC. This game scared the bejesus out of me. There's something about the realistic kid. Like, I wasn't afraid of scary games, but something about seeing real kids like this freaked me out to death. People would come out and jump you. Slappy's gonna get me. Old PCs were different, bro. Oh, this one sucks. Bad and ruined lives. Like, this is different. The Bejeweled system of mobile games, like Candy Crush has ruined more futures than pretty much any other game on this list, other than World of Warcraft, maybe. That should go below dog shit for being actively harmful. No, because it's kind of fun. Like, it's bad, but it's fun. It's like, ooh, the colors match. You can't blame it for that. No, yes, I can. Oh, dude. I don't know why it's Simpsons. This is gonna confuse people. I don't like Minecraft. I don't like Minecraft, but I get why people do. Above FF7? No. Minecraft is about the art of mechanically creating an environment where people can fulfill their dreams in art. Final Fantasy VII is art. Minecraft allows you the tools to create the world, right? It's the Lego set. Final Fantasy VII is a fucking it's a masterpiece. That's different to me. The gameplay is dog shit because it's a JRPG, but the game itself is incredible. It's the same as Lisa. I love Lisa, but I don't care about playing Lisa. I just drink the soup and throw the firebombs. I don't care about that. I'm here for the story. But then is Tetris different? Because Tetris is a mechanical marvel. Yes, because of the elegance of its design. I'm glad we can agree. Yes. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting conversation. Because, like, the game isn't great, but it creates a third place. And it invented the vibe game. Animal Crossing, I think, is still very fun. Is it culturally significant in the grand scheme? Yeah, I don't think so. No, not the first one. I'd probably go here. Decent game, minor cultural influence would be more influential in sequels. Like Halo 2 and Animal Crossing, like later on, really picked up their speed. But GameCube Animal Crossing wasn't like a huge success. Doesn't Sonic go there too? No. No. Sonic is interesting because I think in video game culture, he didn't really change stuff. But in, like, the world, Sonic had, like, Michael Jackson on that shit. And he was, like, cool. Like, Sonic was a cultural icon, like Bart Simpson. But in terms of games, he didn't really change much. If Sonic never existed, nobody would notice. You know, when you put it that way, ooh, huh. Because that inspired, like, Guitar Hero and that whole peripheral craze. Too bad it's all dead now. I think if you look at it into the grand scheme, it had a moment, had a cultural moment. Ultimately, yeah, I would say that. Mostly a fad. Like, rhythm games, like, if we're talking about rhythm games in general, but is it bigger in Japan? Because, like, if we're talking about games like Jubeat or whatever, those are big over there, right? It's massive, way bigger in Japan. Yeah, see, that's different. We'll say in the US, rhythm games are big in Japan. Mostly inspired a fad. I want to make it clear that this is like this and Guitar Hero and Rock Band and all that shit. New backpedal? I'm trying to be as fair as I can, alright? I'm being as fair and honest as I can be. Sonic is a fad? He is, isn't he? No, Sonic should be a fad. I'm thinking of like mid-90s Sonic, where he was like he's a cool dude with attitude. But the fact that Sonic is somehow inexplicably still popular generation after generation, there's something there. I don't get it, but there's something to it. Ooh. I played this just a few years ago, and you know what? I put it here. Maybe here. Garbo game lives off nostalgia? No, it's good. It's fun. I think it's more influential than it is good. I do think that, like, the gameplay itself hasn't aged great, but I think it's fun enough, and I don't even like Zelda games. It's a bit weird that it keeps topping a lot of GOAT lists, but I still enjoy it a lot. It's just kind of ascended to that mythical status where it's always going to be at the top. Same as, like, Super Metroid, which is, like, good, but, like, come on. Hollow Knight's out. Like, let's get, you know, let's get into the future, you know what I mean? Like, we got more... Play Guacamelee. Symphony of the Night is better than Super Metroid. Let's move on. What is a Civ-type game to you? Because this is just, like, all grand strategy nerd, like, history shit. I'll put it here. Civ 2 was the big one. Civ 2 and 3 were insane. Civ is peak Dagcore. Dude, I played so much Civ in, like, high school and college. We would LAN party, and we never finished a single game. Like, everybody would just play, and we would just sit there for 12 hours at a time just playing, and none of us would finish. We thought we'd want to play, and then we would just all get on TF2. Is that the last... I mean, let's not be dishonest here. It's impactful. What did it define? The literally everything Sony has done for the last decade. Are you serious? Sony literally has a division because of this game. It ruined gaming. Come on. Cultural damage? No. Hold on. No, it's I think it's Sonic tier, bro. The game is still very good. And by cultural relevance, I don't mean like, because normies love it. I just mean, well, that's not even true, because now every game is trying to do a third person. Like, the new God of War was like, oh, we need him to have a kid, because Ellie's a kid, and Kratos needs a kid. He needs to be a dad now. Like, they changed that. Dead end of game design? We've been playing this for 20 years. That's a good way to put it. I kind of like that. Wii Sports. I'm not going to play with you. It's big. Fad tier? Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Because of motion controls, right? I'm kind of thinking it's like DDR now that you said that. I think it's up here. I think it's still very fun. Coney, I guarantee you they did not mean it that way. I'm serious. I'm kind of fucking with what that chatter said. DDR had no real casual appeal? Sure it did. Are you fucking joking? Your drunk uncle at Dave & Buster's? Just, I don't even know. Oh, they got Take On Me? Oh, okay. I guess I'll do this. Are you serious? That's silly that you said that. So, Coney lore, I've explained this before. I got hired at 16 or 17, when the Wii was coming out to show old people how to play it at the mall. I went to Annapolis Mall, and I had a polo shirt. God, I wish I still had it. I had a Wii polo shirt, and I showed people how to play the game. And I played it so much. You would think that I would have to pretend to be having fun, like, oh, look at this. Do you guys want to try? I would literally just play against Matt and Tennis. I didn't want other people to play. Yep, it was this. God, I can still smell it. Oh, to work one of these. Best job I ever had, chatter. I walked up because I was like, oh, is that the Wii? And the lady had no idea about video games. She was just, I think she was like a contractor at the mall. And I was like, I know a lot about video games. You need help? And she's like, sure. You want to start tomorrow? I was like, fuck yeah. I probably made like $9 an hour. It was awesome. RE. I don't know how good the original is to play now because I've only played, like, this game has been remade 1,000 times. I played it on GameCube. Original is not good. I think it's not worth playing though, because like you could just play a better one. Same as Mortal Kombat. Why would you not play? Dude, yeah, you just play a remake. Done. Easy. Just play a remake. Resident Evil 1 popularized horror games in general. Like, not even survival horror. It's like, because you had Alone in the Dark, which was dog shit. Like, there were horror games, but they were bad. Resident Evil did it good, and everybody's like, oh, we need to do that. Are we done? Ultima. I don't know what that is. Ultima was the first RPG. Not worth playing now, though, right? I've never heard of this game. I've heard of it, but I've never even seen it. Okay. Inspired almost every RPG that followed. So this shit is why Fallout isn't in. Fallout would be in if not for this bullshit. I think Ultima probably just... Why would you play it now? Not worth playing now. True? Like, it was significant. It's an RPG. Inspired Western RPGs. We put it there. I would put it below all these. Right? Is that the last one? Are we done? Oh. Very big deal. Big culture. Still good. SimCity 1? Is it? I'll say okay to play now, because it created basically the whole sim genre. True? How about that? SimCity holds up way better. I'll put it here. I think you would rather play 2000, but you might play it on the Super Nintendo or something. Why play SimCity 1? The later ones are better. I think it's still okay. Like, the later Mario Karts are better too, but you could still play this one and have an okay time. You could not play Mortal Kombat 1 and have an okay time. All right, done. Done. We did it. We rated every game in the Video Game Hall of Fame by how good they are and their cultural relevance. I think we did a good job. I wasn't trolling with this. I wasn't trying to be inflammatory. This is a genuine effort to use my old-ass experience in history and knowledge to try to create something that we all can agree on. True? Okay, let's correct Sonic. Little cultural relevance in gaming. He was big pop culture-wise, but what did he really do in games other than, like, inspire Bubsy? Just to make that abundantly clear, okay? I saw a reply to you that said, I am sick of your opinions, Toad Man. Dude, I get it. Block me. My feelings would not be hurt. Imagine not knowing who I am, and there's this cowboy Toad that keeps showing up in your timeline, letting you know what he thinks about things. I'm like the little elf that raids your camp in Golden Axe. I'm like, hey, here's what I think about Final Fantasy VII characters. If you don't watch my content, I don't know. I would get it. I understand. You'd be so annoyed of what I'm doing. However, this isn't for you. This is for me. I don't do this for the fans. I do this to change the world. And somebody's going to beat my ass. And it's their problem now. I think this is a good list. I'm proud of this list. I think it's good. Don't you? If you do, then like the video. Even if you didn't like the video, you watched all the way to the end. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. What's your favorite game on the list? Is it Sonic? Mine too. I like Sonic a lot too. Or Final Fantasy VII. I just beat that game. It's really good. It's going way too long. People don't actually... I black out way before this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, YouTube.